Today's topic is the nasal cavity, interior of the nose. Before discussing the nasal cavity, it is important to understand the skeleton framework of the external nose. The nose, it is a pyramidal shaped structure projected on the face. If you see the skeleton framework, it is partly made up of the bony as well as the cartilaginous. This is the anterior view, lateral view, and this is the basal view. Now the bony part, upper 1/3 part in this diagram, this upper 1/3 part of the external nose is formed by the bones. The bones that participate in the formation of the skeleton frameworks are the nasal bones. It is the nasal bones. Number one, it is the nasal bone. There are two nasal bones. They are united by the sutures. Then it is the frontal process of the maxilla. This is the frontal process of the maxilla, and it is the nasal process of the frontal bone. Nasal process, it is in the upper part. This is the nasal process of the frontal bone, where this nasal bone is articulated with the sutures. So these are the bony parts that participate in the formation of the skeleton framework. Now the cartilaginous part. This cartilaginous part, green structure, they are the cartilage. They form lower 2/3 of the skeleton framework of the external nose. There are five major cartilages that participate in the formation of the shape of the nose. It is the lateral nasal cartilage. It is the lateral nasal cartilage. It is present in the pair, means they are present on the both sides. This is the lateral nasal cartilage. It is also known as the superior nasal cartilage. This is the superior nasal cartilage. Then it is the major alar cartilage that forms the support the alar. This is the major alar cartilage. They are also present in the pair, present on the both sides. And this major alar cartilage, it is also known as the inferior lateral nasal cartilage. This is the superior lateral nasal cartilage. It is the lateral nasal cartilage also known as. While the inferior lateral nasal cartilage, it is the major alar cartilage. Both are paired. Now we see the major alar cartilage. It is a C-shaped. It is a C-shaped structure on the both sides. It has the two crusts. That is the lateral crust. The lateral crust present support the ala of the nose, while this is the medial crust. This medial crust is also known as the septal process. It is the septal process. The septal process, another name of this medial crust of the major alar cartilage. It is a C-shaped or U-shaped cartilage. So this medial crust of the two sides unite by the fibrous tissue and comes in contact with the unpaired cartilage, that is the septal cartilage, and they participate in the formation of the nasal septum. Nasal septum, discuss later, that divide the nasal cavity into the two halves. So this medial crus of the two sides unite and form, it is the columella. This is the columella. Columella, it is the medial crus of the two sides of the major alar cartilage unite by the fibrous tissue and comes in contact with the lower margin of this septal cartilage. This is known as the columella. Then the unpaired cartilage, it is the septal cartilage. It is the unpaired. This is the septal cartilage. This septal cartilage, it is the septal cartilage. It participates in the formation of the nasal septum, and the nasal septum is the structures that divide the nasal cavity into the two halves. So it is the septal cartilage. So this 2 in numbers, 2, and this is the 1. So there are 5 major cartilages that participate in the formation of the external nose or support the external nose. Then there are few minor cartilages. These are minor alar cartilages. These minor alar cartilages present in the alar, and they are present 3 to 4 in numbers. These are the minor alar cartilages. Now after the skeleton framework of the external nose, now the interior of the nose, that is the nasal cavity. This nasal cavity, interior of the nose, divided into right and left nasal cavity by a median nasal septum. The interior of the nose, it is divided into the two compartments, generally two unequal compartments, by the structures, that is the median nasal septum. This median nasal septum is rarely present in the midline. It is generally bulges on one side, either right or the left side. So the two nasal cavities are generally unequal in the size. Now each nasal cavity communicates with exterior to the nostrils or nares. It communicates with the external environment to the nostrils or the nares, and it communicates with the nasopharynx. Nasopharynx, the part of the pharynx situated behind the nasal cavity, and each nasal cavity communicates with the nasopharynx through the posterior nasal aperture, that is also known as the coyne. It is the coyne. It means each nasal cavity extends from the nostrils to the coyne. This is the extension of the nasal cavity. Now, if you measure the height of each nasal cavity, it is about 5 centimeters. The height, while the length from interior to posterior, it is about 5 to 7 centimeters. Now the width from side to side. The width is maximum near the base. This is the base and this is the roof. So the width is maximum towards the floor of the nasal cavity, and it is about 1.5 to 2 centimeter, while the width near the roof is about 1 to 2 mm. Means the width of the nasal cavity is maximum towards its floor. Now, each nasal cavity divided into the two parts. It is the vestibule and the nasal cavity proper.